Hey guys, so today we're going to actually dive into a pyramid scheme. So that kind of seems funny, but so many people, when they see, online business or work from home, they automatically think pyramid scheme. And most cases, they don't really know what it is. To be totally honest, when I first started, I didn't know anything about pyramid schemes because I didn't pay attention to people that were really working from home. It wasn't something that I really knew anything about. So when I first started, I actually had someone say, "You're doing a pyramid scheme? Do you know that's illegal? They can't do that. You're going to get in trouble." And I kind of looked at them at first. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just going to ignore you because obviously it's illegal. It couldn't exist. So I just ignored them. And it was a couple months later that I actually decided to Google what a pyramid scheme was. And here's what I learned. A pyramid scheme is when one person can always just move up to the top. It's someone that, if I signed up, I would only ever be more successful than you. You can never become more successful than me. You can never earn as much as me by me signing up. If I was the first person in the company, I would therefore be the highest ranked person. I'd be the biggest income earner, and that was it. I would never be able to help someone else become more successful than me. And they made it illegal. That's something that can't happen in North America. So these companies now have had to figure out different ways of being able to have businesses that allow others to help others become businesswomen and businessmen, but in a way that allows everyone to have the same opportunity to be successful and have the same opportunity to build an income, to have a full-time business, all that kind of fun stuff that we all really love and want to do. But they need to figure that system out, and it took them a while. So a lot of people don't actually know anything about multi-level marketing systems, and that they're actually legit. They're actually exactly how any other business would run. Now, I do want to share something with you. So this might resonate with you a little bit more. So when I think about pyramid scheme, I think of only one person ever being able to be successful, only one opportunity to be at the top, and only someone might only be able to ever hit a certain amount. So if there's limitations. So when I actually think of like a normal job, whatever that means, I think of, think of how many jobs, or think of the different careers that you could do by going to university. Think about teaching, right? It's not a pyramid scheme, but it's set up like one. Only one person can be the principal of the school. Only one person can be the director. Same thing with many companies. Only one person ever gets to be that CEO of that one company. And the people that work for them are working on things that, the beliefs of that CEO. So they're doing hard work that they might believe in and sharing their ideas, but it's actually making that company or that one person that owns that business more successful. That person, that labor that says, I want to work in this industry, and they go out there and they start working for this company, and they work their entire lives sharing their ideas, doing their hard work, working on social media, working, knocking door to door, sharing different things on TV, doing marketing things, whatever it might be. They're sharing their heart and soul and their passion. And guess what? They have a set income. They have a salary. And chances are they don't get to dictate how much their income goes up every year. Their hard work, their extra hours don't get taken into consideration, and they probably have a limitation on their salary based on the position that they hold. And when I think of that, that makes me sad. That makes me really think, I value my hard work, and I value my time, and I value my friends' time and my family's time. And I think that every single person that has, something to offer the world, which is every single person, they deserve to have the recognition for those ideas. And they deserve to be, like, if you're going to share an idea and you're going to say, like, I have this brilliant idea and you're going to go and work on it, you deserve to be the boss of that business and that idea. And your salary and your life should be a direct reflection of your hard work and what you put into it. So multi-level marketing systems, or what we like to call in Beachbody multi-level helping systems, are actually set up so you sign up as a coach and you are your own CEO, because it's your ideas, it's the way you run your business, and your hard work and your time will directly reflect into your wage. You can become more successful than me. You can become more successful than my upline. You could become a higher rank, a top coach before any of us. Heck, we might never get there if we don't put the time and work in. But you could, because the system is created, which looks like little mini pyramids or little triangles, but it's based on a way so that way you are actually going to be balancing out your sides, and that's what's going to determine your salary and your success. Where you are on my legs and my pyramids has nothing to do with my, or where you are doesn't have a whole lot to do with my success, and it has nothing to do with your success. You get to determine your income. You get to determine your success, and you can by far outreach me if you wanted to. So that's what's really cool is, your hard work won't necessarily affect me at all. It might not ever affect me. It might never even help me one bit, not at all. Yes, we kind of are all interconnected, and you'll learn that more once you become a coach, how it all works. But if I'm not working hard in my business, and if I'm not working hard to help people, then what you do isn't going to matter to my business. It's not going to help me at all, because I still need to be doing the work. If I'm not doing the work, then my income and my business growth won't be reflected. So what you put into it directly reflects into your business. So without getting into like the really complicated stuff, that's just the gist of it is, if you're showing up every single day and you're doing those vital behaviors, you're in writing, you're doing personal development, and you're sharing your journey, and you're reaching out to people, and you're helping people, and you're helping people get challenge packs, and you're helping people start their own businesses, you will see success. If you're showing up every day and you're doing it every day, and you're actively taking part in training that your coaches and your upline provide for you, and you're seeking training, and you're being active in your business, you will see success. If you're showing up every day, and when you see those moments of maybe not as much success as you want, you reach out to your coach, and your coach says, do this, you need to do it. Or if you see another coach that says, hey, you should do this in a different training, do that. Try it out. Don't do something that's not, or don't fix something that's not broken. Those coaches that are having success, they're sharing what they're doing. No one's keeping any secrets in this business. We're all telling you straight up what we do, because we want you to be successful. We are a community of people that want others to have success. Every single coach, every top coach wants every other coach to be better than them, because we're about helping. We're about having people and more people have more success. So there's no secrets. So you just got to do what they say. You got to do what works, and you will see success. Now, if you decide not to do the business, and you don't decide not to run with it, that will be reflected in your income. So when someone says to you, you are involved with something bad, the truth is you're not at all. You're actually involved in something that gives you the freedom to have a voice and be recognized for that voice and be rewarded for that voice. So when I look at my life now, when I look at my future, there's lots of things I love about what I am trained in. And there's lots of things I love about, so many other businesses. But when I look at my future and what I stand for and what I believe in, I want to be able to put my hard work in, have my voice heard, and be recognized for it, and see success, and see it reflect into my life and into my family's life. And that's why I love multi-level marketing. And sorry, I'm all stuffed up. For me, there might become a day when I teach a little bit here and there, because I do truly enjoy and love doing it. But I want to do it because I love it, right? I want to do it because I love it, not because I have to. And when I look at how this system and this opportunity can affect my life, I think, this business gives us the option to be our CEO from day one. How many people can walk into like a bank that where they want to like work at the top level, but on day one they're like, here you go, you're a CEO. That doesn't happen. You don't get to leave university and become, the top of the education system. You don't get to leave university and be the #1 doctor in the hospital. It just doesn't happen that way. And with this, it does. You're your own boss. You are working underneath different uplines that are helping you. If you're joining our team, I'm going to be your upline and I'm going to help you. And my uplines might end up doing training that you might join. But we're here to help you. We're not here to run your business, and we're not here to tell you how to do it. So when we share our ideas, do different things for you, and you do the training or you listen, and if at the end you go, well, I really liked this part and this part, but none of the other stuff, you don't got to do the other stuff. If that doesn't speak true to your business and you tried it, it wasn't for you, and you said, okay, well, I like this part, this part, this part, this part, I'm going to put them together with this idea of mine and this idea of mine, you can build your own business completely based on your own ideas. So you're the CEO. You get to make those decisions. And you'll hear us time and time again. I'll get coaches message me and say, Kels, can I do this? Like, is that what you do? Is this what I should be doing? I think it is because it feels right. And my answer is going to be, you're your own boss. You're the CEO. If that feels right to you, do it. This is what I do, and this is why, and this is what I've learned. But you got to do what speaks true to your heart. You got to be you. That's what this business is all about. It's being you, and you're your own boss. So when I started diving into this business, how does it work? That's just it. You get to be your own boss. You get to create your own brand, your own everything. You're going to build a business based on your brand, who you are, what you believe in, and your visions. And that's the coolest part, because then you're going to start attracting people just like you, and you're going to get to share ideas with them and bond with them and help them do the same thing. And they might, say, okay, well, I really like what she does here and here, but not here. And that's cool, and that's okay. So we're here to help each other. We're here to help each other be successful, whether it's with our fitness, our health, our self-love, and our businesses. So that is how that kind of works. So the next question I get when it comes to business is, okay, I can be my own boss. I can set my hours. I get to decide how many hours a day I work, and then I get to decide if I want to work full-time as a coach or not. I get to decide, how much money I want to make by putting hard work in. Now, Kels, how are you going to help me? Because if you have like 20 coaches joining you a month, how are you going to help me? Like, is it one-on-one? How does this work? How does this business side of this work? So every coach does it different. And, you might be joining an upline that does it slightly different. And that's okay. They found a way that works for the coaches that they're attracting. And that is simply just the way it is we all do it different, because we're all different people. And that's part of being your own CEO. So for me, what I like to do is I actually like to take what I've learned as a teacher and apply it to my business. So there's actually 3 kinds of learners. There is an auditory learner, a visual learner, and a kinesthetic learner. So that means you like to learn by hearing, seeing, and doing. So what I like to do is actually allow for all 3 learners to have this opportunity to learn by doing those 3 things. So I have self-led training websites with everything you could ever want on it. There's call to actions, there's videos that I've learned from, so of other coaches, so you can hear multiple perspectives, videos of me talking. All kinds of things are piled into this online training, where there's coach basics, new coach training, there's advanced training, there's tips for social media. Everything you could ever want is there. That's one way. And then I've made handbooks, because some people are like, okay, so many different lessons, so many different videos, I just want to be able to read it. Sure thing, got you covered. I have handbooks, and I'm always making new handbooks with different topics that keep coming up and I see in our groups. So there's handbooks that you can actually flip through, you can see, you can do, there's action steps, there's examples. So that's set up for you. And then I was like, okay, when I was starting, I'm like, okay, well, I have all these different trainings. I got YouTube videos, I got call to actions, I got typing, I got all this stuff going on. And every now and then I have live training sessions. But I was like, okay, Now, how do we support you? Because everyone's going to be doing a different thing, a different stage, and have different questions. But we need a place to support each other where it's not overwhelming, but it's a place to ask questions, a place to find certain information, and a way to kind of move people along as they grow their businesses. So the Believe Empire actually has 3 different business streams. So the first one is where you get added into if you are a hobby coach or a business builder coach right from the beginning. So that is called Growing for Emeralds. That's where you get welcomed in. Here you will be, we just kind of like, it's just like a hub of love and support. And that's a place for you to just like kind of like throw in your questions, throw in the things you watch. Because if you are actively building your business and you're like, I want freedom, I want to do this, you're going to be beyond what we're doing. You're going to be searching stuff. You're going to be watching videos, because that's what I did to get where I'm at. And that's where every other top coach did to get to where they're at. So you'll be on YouTube, you'll be on podcasts, you'll be Googling stuff. And when you find things, we just kind of like throw it into this Growing Emeralds group, because the cool thing about Facebook groups is you can actually go into the search bar and you can type in questions. And then whenever those like answers or the text actually pops up in posts, that comes up. So you can actually go back and read what you wrote or what other coaches wrote. So that's really cool. So we just throw it all in there. And every week I do some kind of like this week I will statement, and it's something we focus on for the week. So this first group, we focus on, you know, getting good with our posts, being comfortable, asking those beginner questions, hitting Emerald. So getting 2 coaches underneath us. That's kind of the first mark that we're going to talk about later this week. And so that's Growing Emeralds. That's where you start off. So that's kind of where you build your foundation, and you're amongst coaches that are also doing the same thing. Once you become an Emerald coach, that's kind of when you're like, okay, I got a feel for the business. I know how to sign up coaches. Now what do I do with these coaches? And how do I now run, you know, I've run challenge groups, they were pretty good, but now how do I help my challengers go from challengers to coaches? And how do I help support them? And how do I take my business to that next level, to diamond? And that's where we go into the Digging for Diamonds group. So once you become an Emerald coach, you actually will get added into the next group. So now you can add your coaches into the first group, but you're in that second group. So now you're starting to see other information, kind of the stuff, the next level that now you're ready for, because you're at that next level in your business. So you're actually going to get to be able to talk with different coaches that are the same place as you. So this way it's not overwhelming for those new coaches. And now you're connecting with people at the same point as you. So that way you're having conversations that you guys all understand, because the worst thing you can do is compare yourself to someone else that's at a different place in their journey, because they're further ahead. They've put more time and more consistency in than you. You know, if someone's 6 months ahead of you, they're at a different place than you. So you need to be connecting with people that are at the same place. So, you know, facing the same business challenges and having the same questions. So that's why we have these different groups. So that way you're connecting and commenting and sharing things with the people that are where you're at. So that's where you would go second. Once you become a Diamond coach, you actually move into our Diamond and Star Diamond group, and that's the last group. And that's where then we focus on leadership. And as our team grows, there'll be leadership calls and opportunities to share ideas to build our teams. So that's kind of where we're at. So the business side of it actually has 3 levels. So yeah, you can, you know, you could go for top coach. You could, you know, all of that's possible. Any single person can, you know, have whatever success they want, as long as they're willing to put the time, consistency, and effort in. And what I've done is I've created a system to allow you to, you know, really thrive in where you want to be at, ask questions, have access to information and things that other coaches have posted, I've posted, things that you're going to post and you can go back and look at. So there's these just really cool groups to be in. So that's kind of how the business side of it works, the gist of it. And as our team grows and the needs change, I'm sure that the business side of it will change as well. But I hope that answers your question. And from now on, when someone says pyramid scheme, that's a pyramid scheme, they're not allowed. They wouldn't exist. They're illegal. So someone says that, just ignore them or say, you can't have something that's legal. So that's what it is. And if you're wanting to learn more about how this business is set up, you could actually do some searching of multi-level marketing networks and find out more about how those work. or I can send you some specific Beachbody ones so you can see how the Beachbody one is set up. So I hope that helps, and I can't wait to see any of your questions and answer them. Bye, guys.